City Council has decided to place this back on the April ballot to give it another try.
Maryville voters said no to a use tax just 5 months ago during the November election. A tax rate of 2.375% used on purchases from out-of-state vendors. But it's an issue city leaders feel strongly about revisiting.
The increased trend of online sales is not going away. It's something that local communities are going to have to continue to deal with recapturing some of that sales tax loss to online out-of-state vendors.
The issue failed with nearly 55% of voters saying no.
I think anytime you hear the word tax, it's a challenge for some of the voters.
The tax essentially allows for the local sales tax rate to be applied to those purchases from out-of-state vendors, typically online. And an item will never have both the sales and use tax. It's one or the other.
Leveling the playing field with the correct sales tax being applied through the use tax to those online vendors, helps the local brick and mortar store.
Like Blue Willow boutique owner Stephanie Campbell.
A client is going online to shop. They could potentially, right now, that vendor is not going to be returning that money to our local community. Whereas if they come into my store or one of the others in town, that money stays right here in our local community.
The state of Missouri and Nottaway County already have a use tax on their portions of the sales tax. And according to the state, the city of Maryville could collect an additional $245,000 per year based on 2016 projections of online out-of-state vendor purchases.
We're recapturing that tax and putting those dollars back into work for our infrastructure, our general fund and the city budget, and just really making sure that we are building a strong and sustainable future for our city.
If passed, the tax will go toward departments such as the police, fire, as well as several other city improvement projects. But it's all up to the voters in a few short weeks. Chris Roush, KQ2 News.